boogeyman.
Run, Randy, run!
Welcome to the Inferno. I'm Papa John, and I'm here to guide you through all the hellish sides of horror. And today, we are continuing my road to Spiral with a review of Saw 5. Now, this kind of was delayed a little bit, this review series, because they're doing roof work at my apartment, and I'm on the top floor, and it's been a little hard to find time to record, but nonetheless, let's get started. So in Saw 5, you have Strom, who survived Saw 4, and he's basically looking for the copycat and figures out that it's Hoffman. And then you have this group of, I believe, real estate people, or not real estate people, one of them is, but it's a group of people involved in some real estate scandal that has to go through this, like, escape room, like, I guess, funhouse, kind of. Although a funhouse is better used to describe the next movie in the franchise. I'll be honest, I don't have too much to say in regards to Saw 5. I don't think it makes any disastrously just terrible things, but at the same time, it doesn't have anything that is great or spectacular, and it just comes off being this just extremely bland movie. The two main storylines, the Strom and Hoffman storyline, and then the storyline that has like the traps, they never seem to come together in any satisfying way. They just kind of exist simultaneously rather than actually having any connection. In terms of positives, I do think Strom and Hoffman are better in Saw 5 than they were in 4. Even if the movie might not quite be better, I do think them as characters and even the acting performances were slightly better, but that's not saying much because they sucked in Saw 4. I really did enjoy the Traps storyline in this movie. I just don't necessarily think it was executed the best, but I do think it was the best part of this movie, and I really just wanted to forget about the Hoffman-Strom stuff because I didn't care about it, and I just kind of wanted them to focus on the people in the, like, escape room traps. And that also brings up another point of mine. I don't consider this torture porn. I consider 3 and 4 torture porn because there are actually people in torture devices being tortured, whereas 1, 2, and now 5 are much more like an escape room or twisted funhouse type of horror rather than being torture. Don't get me wrong, there are instances of torture in all of those movies. I mean, in this one in particular, at the beginning, when you have Strom in that, like, fish tank, that square fish tank thing. And this is the prime example of one of my main issues with the franchise as a whole. Even the good movies that I love in this franchise have this issue, and that's the fact that it feels like a CBS procedural with some gory kills and traps thrown in. And it kind of frustrates me a little bit because the acting is like the same level as a CBS procedural. Even the kind of the way it's directed and shot to me feels like it belongs on like CBS or something as an hour-long TV show. And it just always kind of frustrates me a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I like some of those shows. I don't watch them on a regular basis, but I've always enjoyed like NCIS New Orleans. I've enjoyed what I've seen of SWAT. They're not prime television or anything, you know. It's not The Sopranos or something, which I've never seen, so I don't know why I used that example. It's quality-wise, that's not entirely what I want from like a big budget horror movie franchise. So what circle of hell does Saw 5 belong in? Well, you can pretty much already tell that I pretty much think this is a bland movie. I don't think it's an outright terrible movie. I just think it's excruciatingly bland and meh. And considering the fact that I just used the term meh and looking at the chart of my rating system, you can probably tell that this is going in the same circle as the 4th movie, and that is the 5th circle of hell. Go ahead and tell me your thoughts on Saw 5 in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed this review, go ahead and smash that thumbs up icon, smash that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell as well to stay up to date on the road to Spiral. And as always, have a hell of a good time.